Did you know that your brain has enough storage capacity to hold up to 2.5 petabytes of information? That is the equivalent of about 3 million hours of TV shows. Imagine trying to binge watch that. And here is something even crazier. Your brain generates about 20 watts of power when it is awake. That is enough electricity to light up a small LED bulb. So, technically, you have a light bulb moment going on in your head all the time. But before you start thinking you are a genius, let me hit you with this: your memory? It is not as reliable as you think. Every time you remember something, your brain rewrites that memory. It is like a bad game of telephone happening inside your head. So, if you are arguing with a friend about who said what 5 years ago, chances are both of you are wrong. And speaking of things you will not believe, let's talk about sleep. Most people think your brain just shuts off when you go to bed, but nope. It is actually working overtime. While you are drooling on your pillow, your brain is sorting through everything you learned that day, tossing out the junk, and reinforcing the good stuff. It is basically Marie Kondoing your memories. And this is why getting enough sleep is crucial, because if you do not, your brain cannot properly organize all that information, and you will wake up feeling like a human error 404. Now, here is a wild one. Your brain does not feel pain. That is right. The organ that processes every stubbed toe, paper cut, and brain freeze does not have pain receptors itself. This is why surgeons can perform brain surgery on awake patients. They could be poking around in there, and you would not feel a thing. But if you so much as step on a Lego, all bets are off. All right, let's bust one of the biggest myths of all time. You do not just use 10% of your brain. That is total nonsense. Brain scans show that nearly every part of your brain is active throughout the day. Even when you are chilling, daydreaming, or trying to decide what to eat for dinner, different regions of your brain are firing up. So no, you are not secretly a superhero waiting to unlock hidden brain powers. Sorry. But here is something cool. Your brain can learn even when you are not paying attention. Have you ever found yourself humming a song you do not even remember listening to? That is subliminal learning at work. Your brain picks up background noise, patterns, and information, even when you are not consciously focused on them. So, technically, you might have been learning French just by watching that one Netflix series with subtitles. Oh, and get this, your brain is actually shrinking. Not in a bad way, though. Studies show that human brains have been gradually shrinking over the past 20,000 years. Scientists are still debating why, but some think it might be because we rely more on technology and less on raw cognitive ability for survival. So, next time you forget where you left your keys, just blame evolution. And while we are on the topic of forgetting things, have you ever walked into a room and immediately forgotten why you went in there? That is called the doorway effect. Your brain basically resets itself when you move from one environment to another. So, if you have ever felt like your train of thought completely derailed after entering a new room, congratulations, your brain is just following standard procedure. Now, here is something spooky. Your brain can trick you into seeing things that are not even there. Ever thought you saw a shadow move in the corner of your eye? That is called pareidolia. Your brain is wired to find patterns, even where there are none. That is why you see faces in clouds, animals in burnt toast, or think that coat hanging in the dark looks like a monster. And if you think that is weird, how about this? Your brain is constantly predicting the future. No, not in a psychic way, but in a practical way. Every time you reach for a cup of coffee, your brain already predicts how much force you need to lift it. That is why if you expect a cup to be full, but it is actually empty, you end up yeeting it into the air like you just discovered anti-gravity. Okay, one last mind-blowing fact before we wrap this up. Your brain is more powerful than the world's best supercomputers. It can process around 10 quadrillion operations per second. That is faster than the most advanced AI systems on the planet. And yet somehow, we still forget people's names immediately after being introduced. Go figure. So, what fact surprised you the most? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the weird and wonderful world of your brain, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you do not miss any more mind-blowing facts. See you in the next video.